Blump and YouTube Rifle Gaming here!
What's going on, everyone? It's your Rifle here, and in today's video I have you a special video. The reason why this is a special video is because I've already covered every single planet, including the moon, on how to farm chests. But now, since it's been a while and I know Destiny a little more, and I actually figured out a lot more chest spawns, I'm going to bundle together every single planet, including the moon, all in this one video. That way, hopefully this helps you all out and you all know how to farm chests and where to farm chests at. First off, before I go ahead and start this, I just want to say that all these locations, random events can spawn here, and this can help you get Ascendant Energies and Ascendant Shards, not to mention Vanguard reputation as well. So while you're sitting here farming chests, you can also get encounterments of random events. But you only get spoils once a day. Hope this video helps you all out, and if it does, please remember to leave a like. This took me a long time to edit, and I made it just to help out the community. Alright, to start this off, I want to start with Venus, since this is my favorite chest farming run. When you first spawn on Venus on patrol, you want to head down the left path, not the right path, but the left path. But technically that's the right path, but we're taking the left path. It makes sense, but now I'm confused. All in all, you just want to make sure you're taking this left path. And this will lead you to Ember Caves, and this is where we're going to farm for chests at. All around in this location. To start off, right when you first enter Ember Caves, you want to head directly to your right. This is going to be the start of the farming run. There will be a chest that can spawn right here, right at this spot that I am shooting at. By the way, any spot that I shoot at, normally that means that a chest is spawning around in that area. If I'm just blankly shooting at the area, well then normally that means that a chest is going to spawn there. Or a Spirit Bloom or something special. So once you check that spot, literally right next to it is an area where a bunch of Spirit Bloom can spawn. Right there before you go up this rocky slope. Once you go up the rocky slope, you want to enter this cave right here, and there's going to be a chest located inside this cave. Once you come out of the cave, you want to head up this hill right here, and there also can be Spirit Bloom right before you head up the hill on the left side of it. Once you get to the top of the hill, you want to head inside this cave and check if any chests spawn inside this cave. Just search all the caves thoroughly, just because chests do spawn in caves. Anyways, once you exit this cave, use the sparrow ramp up against this rock up here, and actually a chest can spawn on top of this rock up here. It's actually a very concealed chest. Not a lot of people know about that spot. Anyways, from this area, you want to jump down. However you get down, just make sure if you do jump all the way down, you're going to be on very little health. So the best bet to jump down is to activate your sparrow while falling. Anyways, just follow this path that I'm taking right now. If you're checking for Spirit Bloom, then you want to check on the other side of the rock, because there possibly could be Spirit Bloom down there. But anyways, continue down this path that I'm taking, and you want to check this cave right here. Check the caves thoroughly. Remember that once you exit out of this cave, you want to check on top of this cave. This is something that you guys got to remember, because the chest does spawn on top of this cave. Not a lot of people have seen this chest, but a chest does spawn up here. And hey, it's worth a check because a chest is a chest. Anyways, from that cave area, you want to head over to this next cave area, which you're going to have to go up this little platform and check the cave up inside here. From this cave though, this is when the path's going to get a little different, but it's not that hard to remember which way to take. Just head directly straight out of this cave and go check this cave down here. I like to call this the watery cave just because there's a nice little puddle outside of the cave. It's kind of crazy. A lot of people don't actually check this cave, and a chest does spawn in this cave frequently. Not to mention, right outside of the cave, right after you leave the cave, a chest can actually spawn behind these bars right here underneath this platform. And how you get under here, you just crouch and then jump up in between the bars. And that's the same way you get out as well. Just try to jump in between those bars and then crouch. It's not that hard to get back there. And a chest does spawn back there. I know that for a fact. And anyways, this spot goes perfect with the run if you learn how to get this down pat. Because right after you leave this area, you can check behind these barriers right here as well. Because chests do spawn behind these barriers, and not a lot of people check them. Like, they're easily missed. So make sure you're checking behind these barriers. Anyways, while you're making your way up this area, since you've searched the first cave, you don't have to go to the first cave, which that's at the bottom of this area. We're heading to the second cave, which the second cave is located right here. There's actually 3 layers to this area. After you search the second cave, you want to jump up here to the third layer. But before you jump inside the cave, I like to search up here on these rocks. They can spawn up here, and this is also a very concealed area for the chest. They can spawn right back here up on top of these rocks. And one can spawn over here on this rock as well. This one's more visible to see if it does spawn up here. But the one that's back in the rocks, that one you have to actually jump up there and look. That's why I like to jump up there. But anyways, after I get done jumping up there, I check inside this cave to see if any chest has spawned inside this cave. Then from this cave, I like to go underneath this bridge And when I'm underneath the bridge, I like to check behind these right here because they can spawn behind these. I know for a fact 2 chests does spawn underneath this bridge. And actually directly above the bridge, a chest can spawn up here on these rocks as well. So it's good to check on these rocks first when exiting the cave before going below the bridge. Keep that in mind when doing this method. Might as well take up high first since getting down low is easy. Anyways, there's another sneaky chest around this area as well. If you look up here, right behind this flag is actually an area where you can jump up on. And I promise you a chest does spawn up here. I just recently found it, and I wasn't recording unfortunately, but I do know for a fact that chest spawns up here. So what I like to do, I like to jump on this blue thing right here, and then from this blue thing I jump up on these rocks. And how I remember to check these areas when doing this farm run, I pretty much engraved them in my mind. I have to jump up on those rocks even if I don't see a chest up there, just so I always remember to check up there. Because once again, if you know the areas that the chests do spawn at, well, you have more of a chance to actually see a chest and actually get some good loot. Which whatever you're coming here for, mainly we come here to farm Spirit Bloom. So the more chests that you actually know where they are at, the more chests you will find. Anyways, to wrap up this farm run, you just want to jump down here on the edge of this balcony. A chest can spawn right before you jump off right here. And also right down here in this cave a chest can spawn. And then from this cave I pretty much restart the farm run from here. I just loop around from the area where I first said a chest can spawn right here. This is the first method, and if you want, make sure to get this method down because it has worked the best for me, and I'm just sharing it with you guys to hopefully help you all out. But hey, if you have a method that you're already doing and it's working better for you, we'll continue sticking with that method. I'm just showing you what's helped me the most. The next chest farming run I have for you guys is located on the moon. As always, we are going to have to go to patrol, except this time we are on the moon. We're going to be collecting helium filaments. From spawn, when heading up the hill, you want to immediately bust a right. We're going to head down the right path this time. You want to head over here and check behind these rocks right here. And then once you've checked the rocks, head down here inside this cave. Make sure to check behind this rock inside the cave as well. It can be very concealed. From this cave, you want to head across to this cave, just to knock out these caves down here. Once you check those 2 caves, you want to head the path that I'm taking right now, head back up this hill. Now we're going to continue the run. Once you get on top of this hill, check inside this building right here. A chest can be inside this building. Then from this building, go over here and look behind this. A chest can be behind this as well. Then from here, you want to check down here on this rock. This is a chest that a lot of people do not know about, and I know for a fact that a chest does spawn there. I know for 100% fact. Anyways, from that area, you want to kind of take the path that I'm taking right now and look around for chests. A chest can spawn up on this beam and also behind this rock right here. This rock is what we're going to use to jump up here. Up here, chests have a high spawn rate. Whether or not you want to run all the way to the chest is your choice though. Because sometimes a chest can spawn way off in the distance on this thing. If you have a sniper, it makes this part easier to spot out chests up here. But anyways, after you checked up here, you want to continue the farm run. Which continuing it would be entering this cave right here. It's right below that big old power beam. But anyways, from this cave, you can actually check behind these crates right here as well. A chest can spawn. I know for a fact a chest can spawn behind those crates. And then from those crates, we're actually going to head up this hill right here. This is on top of that other cave that we checked out before when we were doing the farm run. We're just making our way on up and around this whole beginning area. Anyways, before entering this building up on the hill, you want to make sure you check the side of this building as well. And not to mention, helium coils can be outside of the building as well. But once you've checked that, you want to enter the building and check up on the balconies in this building. You know, you can just check the whole balcony by kind of just jumping up and looking around for a green dot because the chest has the green light on it. And then from the balconies, you want to head down inside this room right here. A chest does spawn in this room very frequently. From this room right here, you want to head outside, and we're going to head down this hill right here. There are normally 2 majors down here that you can fight, which can help you with a hive bounty, not to mention. But anyways, down this hill is a cave, and this cave can have a chest. So taking this route has a bunch of locations for chests, so this route is well worth it. This doesn't throw you off the run at all. Anyways, from that cave, there is actually a very, very hidden chest, which I've never known about this until just recently. This chest is right up here on this hill, and you can actually take this hill to enter inside the building. It's actually a nice little shortcut, because right when you enter inside the building, there's like this little ramp to go down. It's like it's meant to be part of the run. It's an awesome little spot. But anyways, now we're going to want to exit from this building. We're going to want to get away from this building area. And while you're getting away, there can be some helium coils on the path while continuing the run. And not to mention, do not forget to check on top of the building, because a chest can spawn on top of the building. Now once you've checked on top of the building, you want to now check inside the building. Spoils can spawn inside here as well. And then once you check inside that building, you want to run across and check the other building, and then make sure you check on top of that building as well. And then from that building, you want to head over here into this little courtyard area, and chests can spawn around in that clustered area, and not to mention under the platform that I'm about to be jumping up on. And check back here, because chests can spawn back here as well, and not to mention helium coils. But anyways, from that area, you want to head inside the building and make sure to run and check this room. And also a chest can spawn up on these pipes up here and right below the platform that we are shooting from. And chests can spawn on both sides of the room. So it's good to enter from the left side, check the back of this room, and then when you're exiting the back of this room, check your left side again. Since you entered and looked on the left, it'll be your left that you're looking again when you're exiting. So it helps you thoroughly search the room. And then once you search this building down, you want to exit the building and then check this cave right on the left of this building when you're exiting it. And then from this cave, this is where the farm run restarts. You just want to head all the way back to the beginning and then restart the farm run. Just keep lapping around the moon. This farming method seems to help me out the best, and hopefully it helps you all out as well. The next chest farming run that I use that I'll be sharing with you guys is on Mars. This chest farming method is great for Relic Iron. I mean extremely fast Relic Iron. And the route is very easy to get used to. No out of the proportion turns or nothing like that. So to get this started, you just want to follow the route that I am taking from the beginning. Just follow the dirt path from the beginning all the way to this area. You might find some Relic Iron here and there if you want to pick it up on the way here. But these chests are going to be your main way of getting the Relic Iron. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, it seems like you need Relic Iron the most for a lot of upgrades. So hopefully this chest farming route helps you all out. You're going to be on your Sparrow for a little bit until you hit the area called Scablands. This is the area that we're going to be farming for chests. To start this off, you want to head to this bunker area right here. This is where the beginning of the chest farm is going to start. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, random events can spawn up when farming for chests. So keep that in mind as well if you haven't gotten a random event while you've been playing for today. Anyways, you want to make sure you search these rooms, because these rooms is where the chests have a high spawn rate at. Anyways, once you have started the run and searched this first bunker, you want to jump up here on this balcony up here. It's like a defense bridge, but anyways, up here, there's a room that you can search for a chest. A chest can actually spawn in this room up here. But from up here, you then want to jump down into this bunker area down here. There will be enemies that sometimes spawn coming out of that bunker, but normally they're no problem to take care of. But from that bunker, you want to take this back area right here. And actually, this back area can lead to some pretty concealed chests that not a lot of people know about. They're up against each side of these buildings right here. They're on these little platforms. And I know for a fact they do spawn up here, but it is rare. And it's not out of the way of the run, because right after you get done from up here, you drop straight down. A lot of people actually forget about this room right here, and they jump over to the next room. But no, you just want to drop straight down from that ledge. A lot of people actually miss this area. You want to make sure you check this room for sure, because there is a chest that can spawn in there, and it has a high rate of spawning. But anyways, from that bunker area, you want to run across to where normally people jump to. They actually forget about the room that we just searched. But anyways, check this room too, just as you've been doing before. Make sure you're investigating the whole room, because sometimes the chest can be hidden. But anyways, from this bunker, you want to go outside, and we're going to keep continuing right. As soon as you leave that bunker, you want to head right again, and this time we're going to another bunker, except this time with a little war going outside of the bunker. Make sure you check this room, and then from this bunker, we're going to some more bunkers. I'm going bonkers because how many times I have to say bunkers? But this is a bunker run. That's why I like to call this run, because there's so many bunkers around this area. This is the bunker run. But anyways, yeah, from that bunker, you just want to run straight across into these little trenches the Cabal got going. Down these little trenches will be some more bunkers for us. You want to make sure you check down in this one down here. Like always, check all around, every corner, and then run back up. And then we're going to continue the farm run. Make sure you check in that little crevice right there that I'm shooting at, because a chest can't spawn there. It's a sneaky little chest. Anyways, make sure you check down inside this room. From this room, you want to run out. and follow the path that I take. Once you get here, we're going to be heading to another trench area. Once you get to this other trench area, this is where we're going to have to search some more bunkers. So make sure you go down here and check this one, and then once you're leaving this one, check this crevice before you go down to this similar room as we saw before. There can be a chest that spawns down that similar room. But anyways, from that room, we're heading straight across over to these rooms. Once again, check the crevice area, and then check the similar room. Yeah, the rooms are similar, but they can spawn different chests at different times. But anyways, from that room, head over to this area, because the chest, this is the last part of the farm run, and a chest can spawn at this part. As you can see, I just completed a part of my exotic bounty where I had to search through a bunch of chests. This is a Voice in the Wilderness exotic bounty. It's for a heavy machine gun. The heavy machine gun is called Super Good Advice. It's actually a pretty awesome heavy weapon. But anyways, yeah guys, that's about wrapping up the Mars one. Hopefully this guide helps you out. I know I had to say a lot of similar words over and over, but I'm sure you're getting the gist of it, and I'm sure you're getting what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to help out you guys. I'm doing the best I can to explain where to go and where to look. But yeah, once you completed the last room, you basically just want to reset the whole farm. Just start from the first bunker and then work your way all around this area once again. Alright, my final area that I farm chests at. This chest farming area is located, lastly but not least, Earth on patrol. So that means farming for these chests are going to be gathering a Spinmetal. A lot of Spinmetal, and also a lot of other loot as well. Anyways, from spawn, the best directions I can give you is just to head right. Head right until you hit this staircase at the edge of the map. Once you hit this staircase, just make your way through this building. Just follow the route that I'm taking right now. Pretty long stretch building, but you'll make your way sooner or later through it. Once you made it through it, you'll enter an area called the Divide. From the Divide, you want to head up here to this alleyway up here. Pretty much straight ahead from where you exit the building from. Once you get out of the alleyway, you'll enter an area called the Rocket Yard, and this is the area that you will be chest farming at. You want to start this chest farm back here. Come back here. Start it back here, because this makes it much more simpler to keep lapping around and farming for these chests. Okay, to start off, a chest can spawn right in here where I'm shooting at. And then from here, you want to go up on this balcony area, and you want to look over here. A chest can spawn back there with those containers. And you'll actually be able to see the chest from a distance because the green light will be shining. So you'll just have to take a glimpse back there and check. And then once you check the containers, you then want to head to this building right here. A chest can spawn inside the building, and also a chest can spawn above the building right here. And then from this building, you want to jump over here to this other building. There's actually an opening that leads to a room. There can be a few enemies outside of this room. Also, some Spinmetal can be outside of this room. But once you've entered this room, you want to make sure you check this room thoroughly, because chests can be sneaky spawning back there sometimes. One very sneaky chest in this room is on the side of this desk. Pretty much all the others are out in the open. There's going to be a lot of rooms that look like this, so it's best to get familiar with how the chests spawn in these rooms. But anyways, from the first room in the run, you want to head over here into this corridor area. In this corridor area, there will be a hallway that you can look down in. There can be a chest that spawn on those dirt piles in that hallway. Also, not to mention, a very sneaky chest can spawn up in this platform up here near the ceiling. It's in that little crevice area up there. I always remind myself to check that area just because I know a chest can spawn there for certain. But anyways, as soon as I take a glimpse up there real quick, I immediately turn around and head up on top of this building up here. From here, I drop down to this little courtyard down here, and there's actually a chest that can spawn right beside the building when you first drop down, and in this dumpster, and back in this corridor in front of the dumpster. This is a high traffic chest spawning area, so your chances are a lot higher for a chest to show up back here. So that means more of a chance to grab some more Spinmetal. But anyways, from that high traffic area, you want to go over here to this room over here. And this is actually a chest that a lot of people miss, and actually spawns quite a bit in this room. So be sure to check this room when doing the chest run. There can also be some Spinmetal outside around this area. So be on the lookout for some extra Spinmetal when farming for chests. Alright, so from this forgotten room, you want to head up here on this platform up here after you checked around in the area for some Spinmetal. But anyways, once you jumped up on this platform, you want to head down this path that I take, and then head into this room right here. Check this room thoroughly, and make sure you check beside the desk as well, because that chest can be extremely sneaky, and you won't see it when you first enter the room. And it doesn't slow down that much time, especially how the odds could be that a chest could be back there. But anyways, from this room, you want to head over here, and you'll notice that there will be some hive enemies down there in that creek. Once you jump off this platform, immediately check below the platform in this little crevice area, because a chest can spawn there, and I know for certain it spawns there. Pretty much all the areas that I'm showing you from experience that I've seen chests. Anyways, you gotta check the room right next to the crevice area, and once you leave the room, you want to actually go over here to these pipes I almost forget about, which that is not good, especially if you're doing a farm run. You want to remember every chest location, or you want to try your best to remember every chest location, because that makes your odds better. Anyways, after I check behind those pipes, I come over here behind this train, and a sneaky chest can also spawn right beside this train. But anyways, from this train you want to head over to this little hallway that actually a lot of people also forget about. And you know how to examine the hallways for chests. Check the dirt piles, and once you check the hallway, come up on top of this hill, and a chest can actually be located on this ledge right here against the building, and also beside this train right down here in this little ditch area. Alright, so from that ditch area you want to head up here and then check this first room right here. There's going to be a couple areas that we actually check around this little war zone. The next area that we're going to check actually is going to be right here at this door. You can actually see if a chest spawns back there in this room. A chest can spawn back there in that room, and after you check that room you want to run into this room and check if any chests spawn in this room. And now we're almost through this chest farming run, and I've actually collected quite a bit of Spinmetal already. So that just goes to show this chest farming run is highly effective. Anyways, from that room you want to head down in this area, which is pretty much the corner of the map. Top right corner if we're actually looking from where we started at in the very beginning. But anyways, you want to make sure you check up on this platform up here and check this room as well. It's the room we're used to examining, so check it how you normally do, and then from this room you're pretty much just lapping around. Also be sure to check right in between this pipe area right here that I'm jumping over now, and also make sure you once again check up on this ledge right up here. This is that little crevice that I said a chest could spawn at when we were running in the beginning of the farm run. You can quickly just take a glimpse up there while running. It's right above the train. But anyways, from that train, this is basically the end. There's some extra Spinmetal you can find back here. And also, a chest can spawn in this container, this open container right here. A chest can spawn in here. If you don't see no chest in that open container, well, just continue to run by jumping over the container and then checking right below the open container on the other side, where it's closed off. Because it can also spawn on that side, and that's actually the chest that I was talking about in the beginning that you could see if it is there or not with the green lights. But anyways, from that area, that's basically resetting the farm run. You know where to go from this area. If you don't, just restart the video and rewatch this as many times as you want to learn these chest farm runs to the best of your ability, so it will help you save some time in the future. And by when I mean save some time, I actually mean save a lot of time. As we all know, pretty much everything that we get needs to be upgraded, and these materials are needed, so I hope this video helps you all out with that. If the video was enjoyable or informative in any way, please remember to leave a like. It helps me out a lot and it is much appreciated by me. That's wrapping up this video, and your rifle's out of here though. As always, thanks everyone for watching, and most importantly, thank you all for your time. Peace. It has quite a bit of information on the exotic bounties, and I'm going to be bringing it all to you in this video. Alright, so let's get started.